I'm really excited about today's topic. Today I want to talk about how to cultivate pure, good energy from within. Energy is something that we often think comes from outside of ourselves. It's something we think that we need to pursue or obtain. Sometimes we might think that energy comes from a fun social interaction, which it does. Some people think that energy can come from a cup of coffee or pursuing and accomplishing a goal. Those things, yes, they do give us like a nice little jolt of an adrenaline rush, but at the end of the day, they can drain us too. They can instantly jolt us, but then we find ourselves tired again. Now, the type of energy that I'm after is that pure, authentic, enduring, vibrant energy that we create from within. Now, the first thing I want to say about energy. Okay, here it is. Your attention is your energy. Where you choose to place your attention is where you're choosing to place your energy. So the first number one way to create energy for yourself is to know yourself. Know what you find beautiful. Know what lights you up. Know what you want to pursue. Know what fulfills you. Know what your path and your purpose is. And you can recognize your path and your purpose by tuning into your inner sensation and sensing in for a little bit of a kindling of a light. Sense in for an inner smile, like a little bit of happiness whenever you are pursuing something beautiful that you want. A common saying is to follow your bliss. And I know that's cliche because it's so commonly said, and you're probably asking, well, I don't know what my bliss is. How do I know what my bliss is? Well, just tune in, be present, and notice what you find beautiful, and then follow that. Okay, so the first step is to know yourself. Know what you love, know what you find beautiful, follow the path of your purpose, and let that light your soul on fire. Now, that kindling of your soul on fire, fed by the pursuit of what you find beautiful and what you love, that will give you energy, that pure energy. All right. Now, this brings me to my next point that I want to make. I want to point out that there is a difference between motivation and passion. They both drive you. But motivation is often ignited from an outside force. Motivation is something that we can use as a tool, but it comes from outside of us. Maybe motivation comes from a goal that we want to achieve in order to prove something to ourselves or somebody else. Maybe motivation comes from something we want to do for somebody else. Like, I know that my children motivate me to get up every single morning because my love for them is so great that I want to show up. They are huge motivating factors in my life. And all of us have external motivating factors in our lives. Now, another thing that we all have that isn't as out there, motivation is usually on the foreground for us when we're trying to work in life. Another thing that drives our work is passion. Okay, passion is a little bit more subtle and a little bit more hard to pin down because passion is a force that drives us from the inside, and it's unique to us. What I'm passionate about is going to be absolutely unique to what you're passionate about. We all have our unique passions, and that's another reason why it's difficult to pin down, is because you have to know yourself in order to know what your passion is. Now, passion is a driving force that is ever enduring and fills you. Motivating factors from the external world can often deplete us. Motivating factors can initially get us up and moving and working, but they make us tired in the end. Now, passion is something that ignites the fire within and then keeps us going, and it fills us as we're working. So the key to cultivating energy from within yourself is to know yourself, know your passion, and work from your passion. So I think if you are an artist you can probably understand what I'm saying, because the work of art is the work of excavating a deep truth from within and then using whatever means you have to pull it up and express it in whatever way of expression that suits you. So art work is soul work, and anytime you're working with the soul, anytime you're working to express what the soul wants to say, that comes from a place of passion. So when I speak of passion and what it is, I think the artists listening can understand what passion is. That driving force that keeps us working and then fuels us as we're doing the work. We tend to not feel that tired when we're working from our passion, when we're truly doing something that we love, that something that fulfills us, something that we find beautiful. We're letting that love and fulfillment and beauty fill us up as we're expending the energy it takes to express what we want to do or express or work in the world. Okay, so to recap, there's a difference between motivation and passion. Both are driving forces, but they come from different places. Motivating factors can come from external forces that are helpful. They're helpful tools, but will burn out if we're only working from motivation. Passion is a driving force that comes from within, that is rooted in your soul's purpose. It's rooted in who you are. It's rooted in what you find beautiful, what you love, and what fulfills you. So know yourself, know what you're passionate about, and then make sure you're working from a sense of passion rather than a sense of motivation. Use the motivation initially to get you started, but make sure you are tapping into your passion as you're working too, because it's the passion that actually fills you as you're working. Yeah, what else do I want to say about that? I guess the only other thing I wanted to say about motivation versus passion is that while motivation can be a useful tool, I'm not knocking it, it can also come with a sense of obligation. Like, I've got to do this. I have to do this in order to prove this. No, dude, forget about that. There's nothing you need to prove to yourself or others. Just get to know yourself, what drives you, what fulfills you, and work from that place. So, in order to move through the world with genuine energy, get to know what you're passionate about. And you can be passionate about this very moment. You can find your passion by becoming present in this moment. You can be passionate about the cycle of your breath. Yeah, it doesn't have to be one thing or idea or concept or element that you have to be passionate about. Be passionate about your presence. Be passionate about your awareness, because it's your presence and awareness that is the truth of who you are. So if you are confused about finding your passion or what you're passionate about, pause. Just come back into your body. Come back into your body by feeling the sensations. Feel the sensations of the inhale and the exhale. Be here in this moment. If you sit here in this moment for long enough, eventually you will feel a welling of aliveness from within you, and you can call that your passion. And sit with that for long enough. When you open your eyes again, you might open your eyes to something that you find beautiful, and then you can let that lead you. So the next way that I would like to introduce as a way that you can cultivate energy from within is this idea of moving through resistance. What do I mean by moving through resistance? Here's what I mean. Once we get to know ourselves and we get an inkling of what our passion is and an inkling of what kind of work we want to do in the world, there can be a moment of fear before we actually start doing that. Do I deserve it? Am I good enough for this? Will I fail? I don't know if I have it in me. All sorts of things can come up when we make the decision initially to pursue our passion. And that can lead to procrastination, that can lead to depression, that can lead to debilitating anxiety. So hesitancy, procrastination, uncertainty, doubt, questioning, anxiety, or depression, all of those things can occur. And I want you to know that it's absolutely okay and absolutely normal. Those experiences are what I call experiences of resistance. And I do want to take this moment to recognize that anxiety and depression are so real. And I'm not diminishing those experiences. If that's something that you experience, I want you to do your best, reach in, do your best with what you got in this moment, be with your breath. And if you have any resources or places that you can reach out to find extra help, like, please do that. Now, after you've taken care of yourself and you feel comfortable working with any amount of resistance that comes up for you, one thing that can give us energy is to feel a sense of resistance, feel a sense of discomfort, or a sense of, I don't want to do this, or I'm scared, or I don't know if I'm good enough. If you feel any of those experiences, here's what you should do. Do it anyway. Recognize it and then move through it anyway, in any capacity that you can. Sometimes it looks like waking up in the morning and not wanting to get out of bed. And the moving through resistance looks like recognizing that you don't want to get up out of bed and getting up anyway. Sometimes it looks like wanting to discover and nurture a stronger relationship with your body and wanting to develop a sense of connection through exercise and developing a healthier habit for yourself, but being scared or not knowing what to do or finding all the excuses in the book to not roll out your mat or not tie up your laces. It's recognizing that you don't want to, but then doing it anyway. Another example can be having an opportunity fall into your lap that's in line with what you're passionate about, but not wanting to respond to the email or not wanting to pick up the phone. Recognizing that you don't want to get on the computer or pick up the phone, recognizing it, but then willing yourself to do it anyway. It's recognizing that you don't want to do something because you might be scared, or you might be busy, or you might have all sorts of things standing in your way, but then pushing through those obstacles and showing up anyway in the capacity that you can in the moment. Now, that moving through resistance is fire. Moving through resistance will light you up. It is incredibly uncomfortable at first. It's very scary. It gets you in touch with your aliveness in a very intense way. But once you move through that resistance and you realize what you're capable of, you realize that you can indeed level up and move up into the next level of your life. Holy shit. Sorry. It's gold. It's a really great way to create energy. It really lights you up straight from the inside. Okay, so one other way that you can create energy from within yourself is releasing physical, emotional, or mental energy that you don't need anymore. Now, one way that you can release physical energy that you don't need anymore is releasing tension, muscle tension. Soften your jaw, relax your cheeks, do some shoulder shrugs, do some neck stretches, go to a yoga class, do some stretching, go swimming, do some sort of physical activity that is gentle enough so it can be relaxing, and move that energy. See if you can loosen something up in your body. Now, another way that you can work with the energy within you and release what you don't need to hold on to so you can have space to cultivate pure high vibe energy is a emotional release. So the way that I like to tap into my heart space is I notice restlessness or discomfort and I sit with it. I tune my attention in. I turn my attention to the sensation of emotional discomfort that I'm experiencing. and I put my awareness on it. I simply hold it in my awareness. And once in a while, I can have an emotional release. Sometimes I need a tool like physical exercise to help me move into that emotional release. But I will tell you this, crying is a good, straightforward way to unlock a pocket of energy from within you. So if you can do what you can to emotionally release something, it's quite helpful. And by do what you can, I mean use a modality that helps for you. Dance, moan, shake, get in the bath, get yourself into a body of water. Water is a good symbol. It's a representation of the body of emotions that's within our body. So if you can just soak yourself in a body of water, that can be very cleansing. Yeah, and just tune in to your emotional sensation until your awareness can unlock that release. Another way to release energy is through the mind. Find a tool that helps you be mindful in the moment, can help pause your stream of thought and discern whether the stream of thought that you're on is actually serving your passion and your peace. And if it's not, you can willingly let that go. So let go of physical tension through movement, rest, relaxation, and massage and stretching. Let go of emotional buildup through bringing your awareness into your emotional sensation using a modality such as dancing, moving, shaking, being in a body of water to help facilitate the release of your emotions, and use mindfulness and mindfulness tools such as pausing, meditation, anchoring your attention on a point of focus so you can pause your stream of thought and then discern whether or not your stream of thought is helping you, and if not, then you can choose a new stream of thought that's more in line with what you're passionate about. So you have 3 avenues to release energy in your body. You can do it through the body, the heart, or the mind. All right, now another way that you can foster energy from within you is rest. Just let yourself rest. And that's probably the hardest thing for us to do in Western culture, is letting ourselves rest. Because even when our bodies are immobile, even when we are sitting or laying down, our minds are not at ease. We might be thinking about the next thing we need to do, or we might be not fully allowing ourselves to rest because we feel guilty about it. So if you can find a way to put your body and mind at ease in a relaxed state at the same time, that is genuine rest. So do what you need to do to convince yourself that your rest is medicine and you need it. The modalities that I mentioned before, such as mindfulness practice and physical exercise and emotional release, that can help you move your body and mind and your nervous system into a state of rest. Now, when your nervous system can calm and feel at ease, and when your body can be in a state of rest and restoration, and when your mind can be quiet, that's when a state of healing can occur. So it's only when we're at rest is when our body can heal. So that can help us cultivate energy, because we can begin to knit together the things that have fallen apart within us, or we can begin to integrate that which needs to be reintegrated and let go of that which needs to be let go of, and we can step out of our rest as new, refreshed people. New, refreshed, and vibrantly energetic people. So please prioritize your rest, and maybe think about adopting a nighttime routine that facilitates a deeper sleep. Yeah, like maybe think about your sleep etiquette. Really think about whether your bed is comfortable or not. Really prioritize what you need to do to aid your body in good sleep. So I'm going to end it here, and before I do, I want to summarize the main ways that we can cultivate energy from within. The first one is to get to know yourself. Get to know what you love, what you find beautiful, and what helps you feel fulfilled. You get to know those things by turning inward and sensing in for moments of a sensation of lightness or an inner smile whenever you come up against something that lights you up. And then pursue those things. Put your attention on those things, don't put your attention on the things that bring you down. So get to know what builds you up and get to know what tears you down, and follow the things that build you up and release the things that tear you down. You can do that. I promise you. I give you permission to turn away from that which tears you down. Please do. Okay. And then the next one is, the next point I wanted to make is move from your passion rather than motivation. Remember, motivation is a good tool, but it's an external driving force. And if you really want to keep that stream of clear, energetic, vibrant energy from within, you want to find what you feel passionate about and work from that place. Now, the next one is working with physical, mental, and emotional release. And then the last one was getting good rest. So get to know yourself, move from your passion, release what you don't need, and get good rest. Those 4 points. That's all I wanted to say. And this was a long one, but I hope it was helpful. Okay, I love you. Bye-bye.